Have you noticed that even though some Vancouver home prices have softened, buyers still seems to be hesitant in making offers? You would think lower prices automatically mean more sales, but strangely, this is not really what's happening right now. And honestly, I think many homeowners and even buyers themselves are misunderstanding what's actually driving this market today. Because after working with buyers and sellers across Greater Vancouver, I can tell you this market is much more psychological than people can realize. Today, buyers are not just asking, can I afford this home? They are asking, am I making the right decision? And in today's market, confidence matters more than just price cuts. And that changes everything. Hi everyone, this is Michael Chou with eXp Realty. And in today's video, I want to talk about why many Vancouver buyers are still hesitant, even when prices have softened in most part of the market. And if you're a homeowner thinking about selling, this is something that you really need to understand because buyer psychology today is very different from what we saw a few years ago. Back in the ultra-competitive market, buyers were making emotional decisions very quickly. And that was fear of missing out. Limited inventory, multiple offers, and rapid growth in price. Buyers feel pressure to act immediately because they thought, if I don't buy right now, I may never get another chance. But today, psychology has shifted almost completely. Now buyers feel like they have time. And when buyers feel like they have time, they become more selective. They compare harder, they negotiate harder, and they hesitate longer. I'm seeing buyers walking away from homes over things they probably would have ignored a few years ago. Layout, natural light, busy street, future maintenance concerns, STRA documents, even small presentation issues. Because buyers today are not just comparing your home against other listings. They're comparing your home against every other opportunity currently available on the market. That's a huge shift. And honestly, I think many sellers haven't fully adjusted to that reality yet. One of the biggest misconceptions sellers have right now is thinking, if I lower my price enough, buyers will automatically come. But pricing alone is no longer enough. Buyer perception matters more than ever. And buyer perception is influenced by many things: presentation, pricing strategy, location, condition, timing, and even how long a property has already been sitting on the market. In fact, sometimes reducing price without fixing the overall positioning can actually make buyers more cautious. Because once a listing sits too long, buyers start asking questions. What's wrong with it? Am I missing something? Maybe I should wait a little bit longer. Momentum matters in real estate. And once buyers feel the listing is stale, rebuilding excitement becomes very difficult. The first few weeks on the market are incredibly important because that's when buyers are paying the most attention. That's when new listings triggers alerts, agents are watching, and serious buyers are actively comparing opportunities. I recently sold a property generate plenty of showing activity, but buyers still hesitated because they feel there was always another option around the corner. That's the mindset shift we are seeing today. This is why strategic pricing matters so much. The goal is not always to simply ask for the highest number possible. The goal is to position the property in a way that creates confidence, urgency, and competition. Competition creates leverage, and leverage creates the strong outcome. Sometimes sellers focus too heavy on what they want emotionally instead of how buyers are actually behaving in the current market. And I understand why. For many people, their home is their largest asset. There's emotional attachment, there are financial goals, there's pride of ownership. But buyers don't price emotionally. They look at alternatives, they compare value, and they make decisions based on what feels like the safest and the smartest move for their future. Another major reason buyers are hesitating right now is uncertainty. Even financially qualified buyers are asking themselves questions like, what if the price drops further? What happens with the mortgage rates? What if the economy slows down? And should I wait for another 6 months? And uncertainty creates hesitation fast, especially in higher price market like Greater Vancouver. When monthly mortgage payments are already significant, buyers want to feel confident before moving forward. That's why today's market trend is toward homes that feels complete, well-positioned, and easy to understand. Buyers want clarity, they want confidence, they want to feel like they are making a smart decision. And interestingly, I'm also seeing buyers becoming much more lifestyle focused. A few years ago, many buyers were simply trying to secure ownership before price climbed higher. Today, they are asking, does this home actually fit my life? They care about walkability, space, future family plans, work from home setup, school catchment, commute times, and long-term livability. So even if pricing adjusts, buyer may still hesitate if the home doesn't align with what they truly want. This is why some homes still receive strong interest, even multiple offers, while others struggle despite price reductions. The strongest price performing home today are usually the ones that combine good presentation, strategic pricing, strong location, and clear buyer appeal. And honestly, I think this market is creating opportunities for both sellers and buyers, but only if they understand the psychology behind what's happening. For buyers, there might finally be more negotiating power and more selection. For sellers, success today requires more strategy than simply putting the home on the MLS and wait. And this is exactly why I believe real estate is not just about square footage or price per square foot. It's about human behavior, fear, confidence, urgency, perception, timing. These things influence the market much more than many people can realize. So if you are thinking about buying or selling in Greater Vancouver and you want a clear understanding on how today's market is actually behaving, feel free to reach out. And if you found this video helpful, like, subscribe to the channel because I'll be posting weekly videos about Vancouver's real estate, market psychology, pricing strategy, and real-world insight from the field. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next week. Or simply, better call Mike.